because we all want to know where we spend our time. I would hope we would want to do that. It's very, very helpful to take inventory of how we spend our time in a week and cumulatively in 2 weeks and even more so in 3 weeks and so on, because we want to know where we're spending our time. And I'll show you the where we end up being pulled in a bad direction, and then I'll show you with the same construct, I'll show you actually where we would like you to spend more time. So it goes something like this, if you don't mind. It's a grid. Here on this axis, we have those things that are considered urgent. Here are those things that are considered important. Oops. And then, like every good old Boston consulting group, BCG grid, there's 4 segments of this grid. And of course, important here is low, urgent here is high, and urgent here is low, and then important is high. Then we, like good old coaches, we like to label things so we can put things in quotes. This quadrant right here is called delusion.
And that's where we are right now, because what you're watching right now is not urgent and not important until you learn something out of it, and then we move this from non-urgent, not important into the important.
Well, it's a good point. Thank you for saying that, because I'm going to counter that a little bit. This is zone. This is where you're saying, well, it's not urgent, but learning good time self-management techniques is really important. And I'll explain that more in a second. Here is what we call the demand area. Okay, and then over here is called the infamous distraction. And distraction is actually caused either by us. We were reading a study the other day that an individual actually self-distracts themselves every 25 seconds.
Yep. Well, it's attention span. Attention span of a goldfish is what, 7 seconds? Of a human is like 6.
Okay, I don't doubt that at all. It just means that a goldfish is smarter than the human. But the point is, we had everyone in our seminar yesterday assess where they're spending their time. Now, delusion is really unproductive time. It's where we think we're doing something productive. It's usually something we just kind of like to do. I'll tell a story on myself. It's actually 2 stories. I really enjoyed getting up from my desk, running over to the label maker for file folders, and pounding out like 3 file folder labels. I'm going, oh man, that is great. Well, listen, after about 15 minutes, I get them all stuck on the folder, and I'm going, that was really a dumb use of your time.
You've delegated that now to your.
Yes, I have since.
And she loves doing that too.
Yeah, well, and if I ever approach the label maker, I get slapped on my hand.
But that's also, we're talking about work hours. We're not talking about relaxation hours.
No, relaxation hours, everybody needs them.
Right.
Everybody needs them.
So this is not your 9 to 5, or this is probably your 9 to 5, 9 to 6. It's not your 8 o'clock at night sitting back and relaxing. So we can be wasting time and being delusional watching entertainment off hours